executive dysfunction is ruining my life and I don't know what to do. I think seeing and really understanding now the impacts this has on my life has actually like re-traumatized my brain, and it's really messing with me psychologically. It's manifested as having a bunch of panic attacks, and it's gotten to a point where day-to-day life is, yeah. I got diagnosed with ADHD around 15 months ago. A bunch of other stuff as well. I was told even maybe a little bit of autism and CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, just like accepting and understanding that this is really a thing that I have to wake up with and have to deal with every waking moment of my life is overwhelming. Isn't even the word. It's actually making me question life itself. I really fear for not actualizing my dreams and goals and my potential and my capabilities because of the way that my brain is. I mean, I can't even really put into words how that is making me feel right now. And it's not just about having to work 100 times harder than everyone else in society to survive in it, and really to even just be able to look after your basic needs and yourself. I, I don't even know right now if I'll ever be able to, or I can't comprehend or fathom how with this I'm going to be able to look after myself and be an independent human being, and that is absolutely terrifying. Your talent and your potential and all that is all great, but it doesn't look after paying bills and cleaning and just the basic stuff in life that, I mean, I, I just I don't know. In the last few weeks, but especially the last few days, having been off work for a little break, it's really come to my awareness and my attention just how much executive functioning issues are impacting my life and have impacted my life for so long. And when I started to research all of these different things that I was told I had, executive functioning came up multiple times. I just don't think I really fully realized the extent of the problem, or just how big of a deal that executive functioning is in day-to-day life and literally for survival. Actually, I've lost so much time already to all of this and having not known and found out later in life. And I'm realizing now just how much hard work, how much more time, how much money is going to be needed to start addressing all of this, to start finding solutions, to start fixing it, healing it. My brain needs a lot of work, and I've tried stimulant medication for ADHD. It didn't work for me. In fact, the side effects were just too much to bear. I couldn't. But in some ways, I need something. I need some solution. And so now I'm exploring EMDR, neurofeedback, new treatments, but I need the money, and I'm in a stuck situation right now. And it's gotten to a point where day-to-day life is exhausting. In fact, managing a brain that doesn't operate in a normal way, is completely exhausting and soul-crushing too. And a lot of fear for my future, to be honest with you, fear for my life, fear for my mortality. Dealing with existing executive dysfunction issues, which I clearly have had for a very long time, I didn't know. On top of all the stress, the social isolation, the depression, the anxiety, the mental health, and all the other comorbid, like neurological and psychological problems, means I'm constantly in feeling like I'm trapped in a vicious cycle of having to live in a body that feels like it's against me every single day of my life. In fact, before I even knew really about executive functioning and what it means to not have it really at all, I'm realizing in hindsight, looking back at my past, that it was probably the cause of like multiple nervous breakdowns and a lot of suffering, and the cause of even more trauma that was added to the pre-existing kind of struggles that I'd already dealt with in life. It just feels like I'm trapped in a body that's failing me. It's like trying to fight an invisible enemy every single day. It's not even doubt. I thought that procrastination, laziness, doubt, and all that came from not believing in myself and really just trauma that happened in my life. But it wasn't just that. It was this all along. And I'm really trying to understand how to rationalize it in my mind so I can come to some form of acceptance and figure out what to do moving forward. And I'm really, really struggling to do that. I have so many thoughts on this. I wrote them all down because I was just trying to understand it. I wrote, it's about trying to not get crushed by the productivity machine to survive with a completely different biology that doesn't work in the system that is society. It's about feeling terrified you can't remember if you've paid a bill, if you've eaten all day, if you're going to be able to hold down a basic job, questioning if you're too flawed and broken to be who you are inside. It's about questioning your sanity, questioning if you're ever going to not be broken, questioning if you're ever going to have somewhat of a normal life. It's about dealing with even more PTSD every single day as a result of your past and all the challenges that come with executive dysfunction, about feeling like your own body is against you and your intentions, your dreams, your everything. It's about wondering if you're ever going to be able to do simple things like pick what to eat, what to wear, where to go. It's about questioning if you can even carry on living if you can't actualize yourself because of something that's biological that is in no way your fault, but the world judges you and your actions based on an invisible enemy you battle every day. It's about trying to rationalize and understand what the hell caused your executive dysfunction. Is it trauma? Is it PTSD? Is it ADHD? Is it depression? Is it autism? Is it dyslexia? Is it a mix of everything? What is it? And it drives you to insanity. It's about survival and trying to succeed, taking up all of your time because you have to compensate for your challenges, which takes all of your free time outside of work to manage yourself. The sacrifices it takes means no life, means no anything other than survival, work, and managing yourself. It takes sacrificing happiness, love, friendship, dreams, goals, your sanity, who you are. And it's about people showing no mercy in this world, about a lack of compassion, empathy, kindness, about people not putting their hand out to those of us who need it. Executive functioning issues for me are right now debilitating. And I would go as far to say they're life threatening. And I'm dealing with this all alone. And I haven't got someone to help me. I haven't got support. I haven't got a family unit. I haven't got anything. I've just got me and myself. And I wake up every day in really the free state, the trauma free state, where I'm like, oh my God, it's like a reminder every day. I wake up and I'm reminded every day that I have to face this. And it's really even more traumatizing. And right now, I feel like my life is being taken away from me. I work so hard to get to a point of even surviving and staying alive because of all the trauma in my past and because of the psychological impacts of all this, the depression, the insane kind of things and periods I've been through where I really thought I was gonna die, and suicidal ideation, the everything, and really to survive all of that. And the irony now is that I'm now questioning if it's worth living life if I have to deal with something like not being able to look after my basic needs with somewhat ease and normalcy. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And this was just me getting out everything that I'm feeling about this because I really don't know what to do, who to go to, where to turn to. I don't want to lose any more time of my life to this. I really, really don't. I want to just live and be as much as I can and do as much as I can, but I can't deny the realities of the things that I face daily. And yeah, I if there's anyone else out there going through this, and I'm sure there are if you're watching this, and I'm really sorry. I've cried so much over this and cried a lot this week as well. And I really am exhausted and tired. And, I can't just stop working. I can't just afford to have the time off to go and do what I need to do. So I have to keep grinding in the machine and pretending and like everything's fine with me when it's not. And I'm really hurting and suffering. But what choice do I have? So if you're out there and you're going through the same thing with executive functioning problems, whatever the cause may be, whether that's trauma, whether that's autism, dyslexia, ADHD, whatever the cause is, I'm really sorry. And I really hope that you're doing okay. And I really hope that you have support systems and you're finding things that work for you. Because if you do, then take those things and never let them go and run with them. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas for me, please put them in the comment section. It would be really helpful. I'm working on doing a bunch of treatment or saving up to get a bunch of treatment because I don't want to waste my life It's the last thing I want. I want to do as much as I can and really do everything I know I'm capable of in this life, and nothing will stop me from trying. Yeah. So thanks for watching if you did, and hopefully we get to chat in the comments. Take care of yourselves, please. Life is a lot more complex than we think, and our bodies and our health and our brain and our minds are the most important things in this life. Value yours.